What are we doing, chat? What are we doing? What is this? Chat, what is this? What are we doing? What are we doing? Must we start the stream like this straight away, chat? Must we start like this? How are we, guys? Good to see everyone. What's up, Justin Kennedy? What's up, Robbie? What's up, Turkey? How are you, Eric? Good to see you, mate. Happy Friday, Eric. What's up, Capatheist? What's good, dude? How are you, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. The gayest man on MMA YouTube. Right here, folks. Right here, ready to go. How are you, Bilal? Happy Friday to you, mate. What's up, Jock? Good to see you doing the Lord's work. We have defeated the Dagestani purge in MMA. We are asking the question, how many Dagestanis need to pop before the entire gym gets kicked out of the fucking sport, mate? Dougie's in a sports bra today. I'm not in a sports bra. Just kiss the wall. I'll never kiss your wall, mate. How are you, Jock? Get a shirt on? No. It's 30 degrees and rain. It's so muggy today. Bilal, how muggy is it today? It's a muggy day today, chat. It's 90 degrees Fahrenheit and humid and raining, and it's disgusting. We know you love it. All right, the bra cup is getting bigger and bigger. Okay, off with a bang, off with a bloody bang, Bilal. The stream is starting in a good way today. Dominic Torres, you know, it's about family. The whole stream is about family. Thank you, Woeful, for re-upping your membership, brother. I appreciate it. Welcome again. For how many months does it say now? It just says welcome to Based, but you've got a 6-month badge. How long have you been around for, Woeful? How are you, Mitch? Good to see you, dude. I'm sweating me balls off, but I'm all right. Wearing a sports bra on stream is bold. You know what? I thought the sports bra look was quite good. I thought the sport, you know, it's a nice look. You know, I'll roll it up. Oh, fucking hell. I know, dude. I know. Oh, my God. Tank Top Dougie, did you drink a Foster's? Are you ready to pop your spouse in the face, mate? Come here, woman. I said make it well done. Bro is dressed up like a camel. I'm literally just wearing a singlet. It's quite humid today, isn't it, Bilal? It's quite humid. Muggy is what I call... Oh, right. If you don't renew for 1 month, it resets you. So Woeful has been gone, has he? I've been here for a year now, but I kept getting gifted memberships. Fair enough, Woeful. All good, man. Put them on the political banned list. I say we ban them all. I say we ban the entire gym for 2 years. Complete look with a ponytail out the back of your cap. No, I think we've done enough, Don Calamari. How are you, mate? Shout out to Perth. Happy Friday to you, brother. Is it the last Friday of your work week, Don Calamario? You're going to go swimming with the sharks today as well? I've already been out on the SUP board. I've already been out for a bit of a paddle today. It was glorious. You're so insecure. I'm actually super secure. I'm going to Paul Joshua tomorrow since it's here in Miami. That's awesome, Miguel. How much did you pay for the tickets? I saw that they got down to $60 a ticket. I don't think they've even sold out the arena yet last time I checked. Short clavicles. What are the clavicles? What are the clavicles, Turkey? What part's the clavicles? Team Khabib has been cheating for years. It's just been allowed. So we went all the way back to 2016. Was when the first Team Khabib member popped. I'm not talking about people from Dagestan. I'm talking about people that, you know, Abdulmanap trained. So, yeah, 2016. Human as hell here. It's human as hell here, Miguel. Dougie in a good mood after his Twink Beach day. I am in a good mood. I went for a paddle. It was nice, man. Doug looks 4 months into his estrogen shots. Okay, thank you. I've still got a full jaw, still full beard. No, we're doing good, mate. What's up, Mixed Martial Artists? How are you, man? I say we ban the whole region. Ban the whole region. Ban the whole region. Just accept it. You kiss the wall. No. Collarbones? So my collarbones are great. What are you talking about? You guys, no. $200. Oh, man. All right. Nice, Miguel. Nice. I hope you got good seats, brother. I hope you got really good seats. The GOAT Tyrone Woodley is fighting. Yeah, I know. Tyrone Woodley versus Anderson Silva, right? Fucking bizarre. Who would have seen that fight coming? Is Tyron Woodley so washed that he can't beat a 50-year-old Anderson Silva? I say yes. I say he is so washed that he can't beat a 50-year-old Anderson Silva. It's located near the cloaca. That's an all-use hole, a cloaca. It's an all-use hole. No, we haven't finished yet, but one of the operators let the concrete dry inside the pump. Idiots. 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 Completely cooked it. So it's one truck is off the, so one of the trucks are off the road. That's horrible. That really is horrible, Don Calamari. I'm sorry to hear that. Miami is the only place in the USA that's hot, humid in the middle of winter. Sounds like Miami is the place to go. But you know what they say? You can't meet your wife in Miami. And Ilia Topuro is learning that today, which is not good for old Ilia Topuro. Remember the fighter that got arrested climbing the building in Abu Dhabi or some shit? They were sending something in a bag into one of the fighter's apartments. It was just potatoes. It definitely wasn't an IV bag. It was just potatoes. Strickland and Rampage had a huge IRL stream today. Got to check it out after the stream. All right, nice, man. Yeah, I'll go back and listen to that. Yep. What's up, Nacho? How are you, man? Madongus' scorn rot. How did you like today's video, Nacho? You seem to be on Team Khabib. You don't seem to want to ban Team Khabib, Nacho. Potatoes, it was potatoes. They risked their lives sneaking in potatoes into a hotel room. Definitely not an IV bag. I definitely agree with that statement. You don't want to date a girl from Miami. You can't meet your wife in Miami, man. Arturo got so insecure when the Nelk Boys warned him. I reckon there was probably something already going on back then. They were having fights, they were having arguments, and Arturo was trying to stick up for his missus because he knew that that would get out online and she would cause more drama at home. We've been there before. It's too much of a party scene. It seems like it's too much of a party scene. Volk and Dan Hooker caught them cheating a few years back. In Australia, Dan Hooker claimed that they had IVs in there. Yo, I don't like Khabib, but I'm a big fan of Islam and Umar, so it seems like a good bloke. Can't we have a bit of nuance? I honestly thought I had, I thought I was pretty objectively fair in the video, to be honest, Nacho. I didn't think I was, like, obviously the whole point of the video is, like, ban the gym. But I think I did it from, like, a reasonable point of view. Like, it wasn't a hateful way of saying ban the gym. The whole point of the video was to be like, everyone at the gym has had run-ins with cheating in some way. At what point do we stop blaming the individual athletes and do we start blaming the gym and the culture at the gym? You want to ban Islam and Umar for their cousin? I want to ban the whole gym, just like all of Russia got banned from the Olympics. I want to ban the whole gym. And this is also, you know, the question that I asked, how many people from the gym need to have these prescription, these doctor's notes that they're allowed to take meldonium? How many people, like, is it 10 people need a pop? 15 people need to pop? 20 people need to pop? Like, at what point is there is a gym that has a doctor that is just writing prescriptions for people popping and they're sweeping it under the rug, or they're running away from the penalty of it because it's prescription, brother. It's prescription. And then, you know, we have talked about this before, Nacho. I believe this stems from your desire to cope over the JDM. It's not that. Islam has popped too. Now, Nacho will be right to point out that Islam Makhachev popped for heart medication after he had a heart surgery. Now, I would counter that by saying the heart medication that he popped for is not a mandatory medication that you need to take. It's a preventative medication. He took it after his surgery, and it's very similar to the Conor McGregor situation, where Conor McGregor was allowed to take steroids to help his leg heal quicker, but those steroids that he took did help him with performance enhancement if he was to get back into the cage afterwards. Like, he would have long-lasting effects of that. How are you, Aaron Tats? Good to see you, mate. Who remembers when Khabib had someone go inside the UFC hotel or a center with a gun during the Conor McGregor drama? They also have done that, but I left this just to the steroid stuff. But yes, someone went into the arena with a gun during the Conor McGregor drama. Islam been cheating, I'm sorry. They all just play dumb and say, I just take vitamins, brother. I just learned that it's just creatine, brother. It's just vitamins, brother. I hate that people that say they enjoyed Islam's wrestling in the JDM fight. Like, there's wrestling and then there's camping. Armin in the Hooker fight was fun, but Makhachev camped the whole time. Yeah, I was talking to Bilal about this in the DMs. The difference between wrestling and camping. Yes, Armin has wrestling. Khabib had wrestling. You know, Hamzat in his early run against that Li Jing Liang. Wrestling, brother. Moicano against BSD. Wrestling, brother. Fluffy Hernandez. Wrestling, brother. Wrestling. Painful wrestling. Hamzat Chimaev and Islam Makhachev in their last title fight. Camping. If you train at Khabib's gym, you are either on steroids or a terrorist or both. Again, they have had connections to terrorists with people that trained at their gym. The Russian police were looking for terrorists at Khabib's gym. This is a very real thing that happened. And their manager, Ali Abdelaziz, is on the no-fly list for what went down at 9/11. This is also a true statement. Didn't they ban a bunch of fighters from the same gym for gambling? They have done that too. Oh, no, I think that was the terrorist stuff. Brother, who checked Islam for surgery scar? We must check this. Yeah, it is weird. Where is Islam Makhachev's heart surgery scar? That is a good point, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. Heart medication because his heart grew too big and too strong like the fucking Grinch. But bro, what are we talking about? 1 billion Muslims, so Muslims are allowed to... I don't want to have the Muslim discussion. I don't want to put the Muslim debate in it. I'm trying to leave the religion side out of it because that is, that's their biggest shield. I'm trying to leave the religion side out of it. I literally just want to talk about the fact that there's one gym, and even people that have gone for training camps at that gym now start to pop for heart medication. That Ramazan Tamirov bloke, who's Uzbekistani. He goes there and he pops for the heart medication as well. So fucking strange to me, right? Are there inbreds in the chat, brother? Probably. Look out, Dougie's back. How are you, Moody Wizard? Good to see you. I've been taking creatine almost every day. I have trouble putting on weight. They're both lies by Islam to make it seem like he is not taking anabolic steroids. Maybe. Tasmanian, and no, that scars are from something. The scars are from the second head. What's up, Christian Grey? How are you, man? All right. Nacho said, I watched some classic fights last night. Oh, okay. You're talking about something completely different. Right. Charles versus Justin, Islam versus Charles, and Jones versus Lyoto Machida. People forget, man, Machida actually wobbled Jones in the first round. People do forget that. I recently watched that. Not recently, but I watched that this year, Nacho. And I forget that. Yeah, people do forget that. It's not about them being Muslim. It's about the market. That's my point. Right. Like they allow them to continue to stay in the sport and continue to cheat because there's such a big market to sell to. The Muslim fan base. I'm with you, Robbie. Yeah. You're Islamophobic, brother. I'm literally not Islamophobic. I'm not. I am Tazira. You're Tasmanian. Oh my God. He's got two heads. Dougie, would you buy that Tracy Cortez blue corner stool for $6,500? No. Now, Natalia Silva's chair. I'd pay any amount of money. I'd sell this entire fucking channel just to sniff the paint off Natalia Silva's ring corner chair. I'm telling you, it's like 90. It's like it's the 90s. It's Russian juice. Yeah, I know, but again, like you can't ban. Well, you might be able to ban the whole country, but we can't ban the whole country. Cheddar, how are you, man? Thank you so much for shouting me out on James Lynch's live stream the other day, man. Really appreciate it. How you going, Cheddar? Good to see you, dude. Don't bodybuilders die for heart attacks failure from steroids? Why did Zabit quit again? Yes, because he had medical problems. Yes, true, Robbie. Grew up Zihan on the West Coast. There you go. But we are Islamophobic. We are not Islamophobic. No. If we had some actual journalists in our sport, they would get to the bottom of this. I just think the sport doesn't want to talk about it. Like, it's a really big problem for the UFC. The UFC tend to do this. They tend to just brush all of their controversies under the rug. Like, if one of the biggest gyms in the sport, and Team Eagle is one of the biggest gyms in the sport, it's a massive gym. If they have got a history of consistent drug failures, that is a big fucking problem for the entire sport. Anderson is going to flatline P-head Woodley. Dude, I would actually love it if Anderson Silva beats Woodley. Fucking love it. And I hope that he does. And I think that he probably will, man. People forget he wobbled Jones because of the cool finish, just like Holloway poking Justin in the eyes 3 separate times in the first round. Not complaining. Yeah, no, I get it. Justin did it to Barboza. No, I know. It all depends on how you finish. Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. I agree, man. Which is why, like, when I do my reviews for pay-per-views and fight nights, I always talk about, like, it doesn't matter how good the card was. It matters how did the main event go. Because the main event, like, it all depends on how you finish. Everything depends on that. What are your thoughts on Ian thinking he was going to be the number 1 contender, but he's number 3 and Rakhmonov is number 2? I fucking hate it. I hate that Shavkat Rakhmonov is number 2. I really do. Like, he's been out for a year. You should lose points. You should lose ranking for being out of action for a while. How is Colby Covington ranked? Even Ortega had a fight. Like, Colby Covington had a cut eye. He's been out for a year with a cut eye. That's it. He's still in the rankings. I hate it. And Shavkat is the same. Shavkat could have been back in August or something. So be back in August. Like, he's not... And people say, like, Shavkat's coming back next year. All right, Shavkat... So, Shavkat took off 2025. Okay, he took off 2025. As far as I know, Shavkat's not Christian. He's Muslim. Which isn't a bad thing inherently in itself. But that means, what is the Christmas break? Like, why is Shavkat not on the first three... We've got the first 3 months of the year already booked in. Why is Shavkat not booked to fight? Why has Shavkat been ready to fight since fucking August? It's December. We've got the next 3 months already planned out. Shavkat is still not booked to fight. How the fuck is he the number 2 contender? How is he the number 2 contender? I don't fucking get it. I don't get this TV show at all. Team Eagle is what Brian Ortega calls his roster of sluts. You know, Team Eagle, they take 1 ball in the mouth each. And Tracy Cortez used to take the head until Paulo Costa came along. It's like everything else. If a Westerner does it, the law is all over them. If some third world order does some shit, it's just their culture. It's just their culture, brother. It's just their culture. They literally worship the same God, yet they do a face reveal. They literally worship the same God, yet to do a... I don't know what you're talking about. Shavkat beat Ian, so it only makes sense he's above him. Realistically, Morales should be above both of them. No, absolutely not. Shavkat last fought in 2024. Yeah, I think you should lose spots in the rankings for inactivity. I mean, I think most people would agree with that. Maybe the chat will troll me. I don't know. Rankings. Should you lose spots in the rankings for inactivity, chat? Let me know. Let me know. Zabit's specific medical reason was a dysmorphic flutter from memory, which affects your cardio massively from the spasms, which is either a tragic genetic issue or a real connectivity or a real convenient excuse. Real convenient excuse. Yeah, one or the other. And again, like, people want to say it's just because they're all inbred, but maybe it is. Maybe it is because Zabit Tukagov is inbred, and being inbred is going to cause genetic issues. Maybe that is what it is. But again, we've seen fighters that aren't from that reason start to develop these heart issues the second they go there to start training. At this point, new age fighters will have 3 fights in their prime, call themselves the GOAT, and then go box. That does seem to be the direction we're going in, James, and I hate it. I know Tom Aspinall should drop in the rankings for not fighting Cyril Gane. Not funny. Not funny. Not funny. Which I don't know how you aren't going to gas after whiffing 20 wheel kicks, but that is the reason. Yeah, I mean, there's also the fight style as well. You know, like, everyone's like, Hamzat Chimaev fixed his gas tank. Like, bro, he didn't fight for 25 minutes. You're not going to run out of breath lying down for 25 minutes. Stop it, Nitro. Imagine, Shavkat is the type of guy to move up the rankings just from straight up aura. I don't think he has aura. The UFC has amazing public relations. The cheating scandals was just a month ago or so, and it's already not being talked about. Well, that's just how the UFC machine works, Kyle. They just keep pumping out new news every single month, and all the bad news just gets washed away, and then eventually an 8th member of the gym will pop, and we'll just talk about that, and that'll get washed away, and then eventually a 9th member of the same gym will pop, and that'll get washed away, and they'll just keep popping non-stop, and it'll all just get washed away. Impression of someone trying to give Francis steroids, but he doesn't understand how steroids would help him. Francis, we're going to give you these. They're going to get you jacked up. Jacked up? I'm already jacked up. I've already taken them. Francis, you know how you looked back in Cameroon? And now how you look now? We're going to get you even bigger. Bigger? I can barely fit on a motorbike. I really wish we had forgotten Ian's reaction seeing that he is number 3. I really wish we had footage on Ian's reaction seeing him at number 3 with Shavkat down at number 2. He'd be fucking livid. Just like when JDM got the title shot. I am fucking livid. Can't say diaphragm. There we go. Diaphragm. Just took me... Listen, you don't know what it's like having dyslexia. You put a word like that in the middle of a paragraph and then make the paragraph move. Diaphragm is going to fuck with you. All right? KZ MMA, you don't know what it's like. seeing this chat. This chat looks like a normal chat to you. To me, it's a fucking jumbled AI mess. Was talking about their God doesn't show his face. Oh, right. No one's God shows their face, except for Jesus. I agree, you should be punished for inactivity, but Shavkat did beat Ian, so it would be weird for him to be below him. Realistically, Morales should be above. No, Morales should not be above both of them. And it wouldn't be weird if you agree that you lose spots for inactivity. It wouldn't be weird at all. It would make sense. People would be like, how is Ian ahead? And then we would say, well, Shavkat sat out for a year and he still hasn't got a fight booked. It makes total sense. Impression of Ariel losing his fucking mind after having to explain the concept of APR to Francis for the 6th time in 10 minutes. He's confused. I'm confused. What is APR? You should, if it's your fault you aren't fighting, which is always the case. Can't help you with Allah, but I can draw a picture of Muhammad if you like. There you go, Capatheus. Yeah, you absolutely should. You absolutely. And it looks like a lot of you guys agree. 88% of you agree, man. Francis was taking steroids for the sand mines. Francis absolutely took steroids as he got out of these sand mines. African genetics bred to be big and strong for the work, for work or steroids, which is more plausible. He's clearly on steroids. He was a full-grown man when he was in the sand mines. He was a full-grown man. You could see photos of him. It's the exact same thing as like Alistair Overeem and then an Alistair Ubereem. The exact same thing. Diaphragm 7474747474747474. Francis is a prime example of why Africa... All right. Morales had way more impressive performance than Ian Gary against the #1 contender and has never lost. He should definitely be ranked above Ian. No, Ian has got more activity and beaten more people higher up in the rankings. Ian Gary should absolutely be ahead of Michael Morales. Morales beat the #1 contender by a sick KO. He is the undefeated and in the prime of his career. How come he is not the #1 contender? I just explained it because Ian's had more activity in the top of the division. I'm rooting for Diego to lay out Volk. I'm rooting for Diego to lay Volk the fuck out now because I saw him eating kangaroo burgers with Izzy. I almost threw up. I closed the video immediately like, nah, man, you shouldn't be consuming. Mitch, you know I eat kangaroo. I've eaten kangaroo on the stream. We've had kangaroo on the stream before, mate. Kangaroo's fucking delicious, brother. Well, I don't know about fucking delicious, but it's damn good for you, brother. It's real good for you. Francis, that motherfucker is irrelevant. He is irrelevant. I mean, 10k pay-per-view guys is horrible, and the PFL don't know what to do with him. Dougie's weird hate boner for Morales makes me question his sexual proclivity. Dude, it makes me question yours. Your weird boner for Morales. That fucking guy. Khabib promised his dad he would stop fighting at 30. Because his dad knew... Alright, that's... Because his dad knew his heart would explode. You're nasty, Dougie. I would never eat kangaroo meat. Dude, kangaroo meat's really good. What's you, Douglas? What's you, Douglas? What's you? What's up with you, Ricky? What's up with you? What are you, some kind of fucking vegan? Annual percentage rate. It's the interest rate combined with all the other fees like... Oh, right. Ariel explaining credit card fees to him. I get you. I get you, chat. I'm with you, chat. Right, let's fucking do something, shall we, chat? Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. What are we going to do? Shall we finally discuss the GOAT list? It is Christmas. It is a time to finally discuss the GOAT list. Do we kick back over to the wasteland of the quitters? Do we finish ESPN's 30 for 30? ESPN's best 30 fighters under 30 years old. What do we do, chat? What do we do? We got the GOAT list we need to do. We need to do the best strikers. We need to do what will happen to every pound for pound fighter in 2026. I haven't done that one yet. Look at my what will happen to every pound for pound fighter in 2025. I did this last year, obviously. Yep, shit's lagging. What will happen to every pound for pound fighter in 2025? Loses to Umar. That wasn't right at all. Kill John Jones's memory. That wasn't right at all. Win till the UFC fuck him over. That wasn't right at all either. I got that one wrong too. Beats Charles, loses to Islam Makhachev. That was if he was staying at 155. Now I think Charles Oliveira beats him. Easy. Shaw loses to Umar, rematches Jan in the fourth quarter. That didn't happen either. That's not even close to happening, that one. Although he might get a rematch with Jan now. If he beats Song Yadong, he could get a rematch with Jan. Morales and Talbot are the toughest guys in the history, are the toughest gay guys in the history of their division. This is true, mate. I respectfully disagree about Morales and Gary being the number one contender. Who's the number one contender to you, mixed martial artists? How are you, Unknown Edits? How are you, dude? Should we ban Australia from MMA, the losing machines? No, because Australia don't cheat almost religiously, Unknown Edits. They're not always cheating. Australia don't have an entire camp of just cheaters. I bet you that Morales will touch gold before P-Head Ian Gary. No, we've already got a bet going about... What's his name? Carlos Ulberg, Nacho. We've already got a bet going with Carlos Ulberg. There have never been two greater, gayer fighters at welterweight or bantamweight division. That's true. I mean, these guys are, when it comes to the GOAT list of the gays, these guys might be it. So why should anyone care? Ilya gave his wife a corrective slap. Oh my lord, Robbie, you're not allowed to say that on the internet, mate. How dare you? What a misogynist. Michael Morales, Fighter Matrix? Never. Too many fighters at 30, under 30. I mean, it's only 30 of them, M4 operator. There's only 30 of them. Islam dies of heart failure in 2026. Once we get them off the medication. You're absolutely correct, though. Why the hell is Torres Finney in the reality TV show of ours? We do need a cut, Torres Finney. This is true. Yeah, do that again, but this time listen to chat so you're not wrong. I am not wrong. I am right. Me and the pound for pound list are correct. Ian Gary's ahead of him in the welterweight rankings. Ian Gary's ahead of him in the pound for pound rankings. Ian Gary's ahead of him in the top 30 fighters under 30. Do 2026 predictions? Yeah, we'll have to do some 2026 predictions. Isn't Jeff Molina the GOAT? Bro can take a beating. Robbie, I need you to go and have some coffee or some cocaine. Just slow down and type out complete sentences for me, okay, buddy? All right. Aspinall did kill John Jones's legacy. He ran to Russia to play fight in a pool full of men instead of fighting Tom Aspinall. You know what? Maybe I was right about that one. Kills John Jones's memory. I mean, John Jones is now going to be known forever for running away from Tom Aspinall for $30 million. You know what? Did I get this one right, chat? Did I get the kill John Jones's memory right from Tom Aspinall? Like, yeah, people are clowning Tom Aspinall now that he got his eye poked by Cyril Gahn, which is really weird. But if you bring up John Jones, everyone knows that he ducked Tom Aspinall for $30 million. He did kind of retire John Jones without even fighting him. Like, John Jones says he's out of retirement, but John Jones only says he's out of retirement to fight at the White House card. And Dana is very adamant that John Jones isn't fighting at the White House card. So did I get this right? Maybe I got this right. Maybe I got this one right. I hate that you forced me into this position of supporting Carlos Ulberg. You started this. You started the Carlos Ulberg support. I didn't force you into shit, man. UFC is basically mountain people versus Australia, pretty much. And if I've got to be the one to point out the fact that their entire gym should be banned from the sport, then I'll be the one to do it. All your videos are 10 out of 10 bangers, by the way. You never miss. Oh, thank you, Mitch. I really appreciate that, man. That's very nice of you, dude. Yeah. Today's video seems to be doing well. I'm very happy with today's video. Today's video, I think, is probably my best video since I did the John Jones, Tom Aspinall timeline. The timeline of events. I think this is probably the second best video I've ever done today. Ever. I think this is probably the second best video I've ever done. So I'm happy you enjoyed it, Mitch. I really liked today's video. I said Morales as my number one contender because it... Right, okay, right. So Morales is your number one contender. I was talking about your predictions, not Morales. Okay, all good, Nacho. All good. How are you, UFC Master? Good to see you. Tom cemented John Jones's legacy. He would never quit like Tom. He literally did quit. He ran away from the fight. John Jones's legacy: eye poke, punching a woman, running into a car with a pregnant lady, duck, steroids, and gay. I like it. TZ MMA. John Jones has had worse in his eyes. He's had semen in his eyes. No, because one good pay-per-view and Jones is back in the spotlight getting glazed. If Tom would have KO'd Jones, then he would have no chance of coming back. Well, it's funny how that guy said you couldn't pronounce their names and called you in America. I know, I thought that was funny. And then I was like, oh, okay, we're just going to nitpick. All right, I can nitpick. We can play the nitpicky game. Dougie is such a nerd and a dweeb and a wimp. That's why we love him. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate you, mate. I don't give a fuck why you're here as long as you're here and you're watching. Like the stream, mate. Like the stream. What were the other predictions that I had? I'm going to put this one in the I got this right bin. I think I got this one right. This one's going on this side of the screen. I got this one right. Tom Aspinall really sort of did kill John Jones's legacy. Now, I got this one wrong. He lost to Umar. Will win until the UFC fucks him. I got this one wrong. Beats Shavkat and loses to JDM. Oh! Oh, the Bilal one. So they didn't end up doing the Shavkat fight. They ended up going straight to the JDM fight. Do I get to claim the Bilal? Do I get to claim that as the right pick? Beats Shavkat, loses to JDM. The Shavkat fight never happened. But he did fight JDM. Let me bring it up on the main screen on its own. This was my 2025 prediction. Do I get to claim it, chat? Do I get to claim my 2025 prediction as correct? He didn't beat Shavkat, but he did lose to JDM. Why are you scared to interact with the fighters? It's not like you can't communicate well. I'm not scared to communicate with the fighters. I'm just building the channel this way, doing daily news videos and then interacting with you guys and building the hardcore audience that we have. Yeah. Yeah, we want to build motion. We want to build motion, Nacho. I need more motion. I don't just want random interviews with fighters. I want there to be tons of comments underneath the video when we do it. And we've already started to get a lot of comments. Like, if you go and watch some of the other MMA creators, they might have more subscribers than me. And when they watch a video, it might get more views than me. But they don't have nearly as many comments under the videos as we get. We get mad comments under the videos. We have a very real community here. You guys are commenting all day in the Discord, bullshitting with each other all day in the Discord. We have a fucking sick community here. So I want that to build more. I'm just focused on that because the community is the power. I'm just kidding, Dougie. Don't cry. I'm all good, Ricky. I'm in a good mood, man. Cocaine and Ladyboys killed John Jones's legacy, so I don't get to claim the win on that one. Bilal sucks. Put it in the middle at 50-50. Half right. You said he'd have a defense, which he didn't. Yeah, I know. That is true. That is true. You can have that one. No one is defending Bilal. John never quits. He would keep sucking even if you shot into his eyes. Oh, yeah. Even if you shot a load into his eyes, he'd keep taking it down the throat. Shavkat would have destroyed Bilal. Shavkat would have destroyed Bilal. I don't know. I mean, fuck. It's hard to say now, isn't it? If JDM could destroy Bilal, Shavkat might have, man. Claim these nuts. What's up, Junior? Good to see you, man. Why is Bilal looking at me like that? That's how he looks at you. The hardcore audience wants to see Scorner get mogged by Joe Pfeiffer. We'll get there. We'll get there, Nacho, but we're still building motion. I'll start commenting on how much I hate you. I don't care what you comment as long as you guys comment and watch the videos. 90% of the comments are disagreeing with you. That's okay. I don't mind if 90% of the comments are disagreeing with me. When I think I'm right, I know I'm right. When I see Bilal's face, I understand why. All right. Wonder if Bilal is still training at Epstein Island. Yeah, he's going to wish he never said that. Dougie has smart, casual takes. Casual? Dougie's on the list. I'm not on the list. I have started leaving comments on your content to help free Doug from the West. Thank you, Mixed Martial Artist. I appreciate it. And like the stream, guys. Help free me from the West just by liking the stream. Right. I'm going to put this one in the I got it right. I got it mostly right. JDM was the big call here. I'm going to put this one in the I was right. This one beats Charles Oliveira and loses to Islam. I was absolutely wrong about this. I was wrong about the Max Holloway one. That's okay. That happens. Oh, this one I was wrong about. I was very wrong about this one. I was very wrong about this 2025 prediction. Beats Sean Strickland and Hamzat Chimaev. Chad DDP. Big DDP, I was calling him. Big Dick DDP. Ooh. I was very wrong about this. I mean, he did beat Sean, but the big call was beating Chimaev. I was wrong about this one. I leave comments like Dougie graped me in the 8th grade. Whatever you leave, I don't care, Ricky, as long as you leave a comment. You know, say whatever you want. Smart casual is such a great way to describe Dougie. What are you talking about? I'm the one that brings you guys the fucking news every day. I'm the one that brings you guys the thinking behind the scenes of the UFC, which is usually right. What are you talking about? Making the chat fun? You do make the chat fun, MMA Master. You do. Dougie's on the victim list. Okay. No, it wasn't mostly right. It was half right. It was mostly right. This one was mostly wrong. Claiming a draw is a win when we all know draws don't count on Tapology. True. DDP likes being on the... Oh, we need to check also if the fight metrics have come in for all the YouTube creators. If he's made a video. You were calling him Biggest Drickus on some real homo. I know, I was calling him Biggest Dickus. I know, I was on that Monty Python shit. Yeah, I fucked this one up. I fucked this one up bad. Yeah, look, I'm happy to claim the win for these two. He did beat Sean, but how badly he lost to Chimaev, especially when I was calling him Biggest Dickus. Yeah, that is... I really fucked that one up. Yep. I really fucked that one up. All right, what did I say about our boy Leon Edwards? Why did I say this? Was he the champ at the start of the year, or was he a contender? Loses to JDM. That's right. He was meant to fight JDM. And then Shavkat pulled out of the Bilal Muhammad fight with an injury, and JDM got the short notice. And Leon got stiffed. I remember this now. Yeah. I remember this now. Yeah. Loses to JDM and is never seen again. I mean, he has fallen off. I'm not going to claim this as a win. I don't think I got this correction. I don't think I got this pick correct for the 2025 for Leon Edwards. But he has fallen off and he will never be seen again after the latest loss to Carlos Prates. So I was on the right track with Leon Edwards, but I didn't get it completely right. I won't claim the win on that one. First thing I hear is Big Dick DDP. I know, Justin Kennedy. I've really fucked up with that, calling him Big Dick DDP straight away. DDP was the biggest letdown ever with that pathetic performance against Cumshit. I know, Ricky. I know, it was sad, man. The UFC fumbled Roberto Soldic and Thun Lee. I don't know what you're saying. Van stays champ in 2026. No, Joshua Van loses his first title defense. Dougie Smart casually flexing his gallon of water jug. I mean, if you're going to drink water, be hydrated. Dougie is in his Jimbo phrase with that gallon water jug. I've always had this gallon water jug, actually, by the way. I drink a lot of water. I told you guys that. The way he gulps the water. All right. Dougie, are you a casual? I'm not a casual. I'm the one that brings you guys the news. I'm the one that does the fight breakdown to you guys. Has anyone fallen out of the MMA fans' memories quicker than Little Ankalaev? That is the bigger aura loss of all time. Oh! Let's ponder this one from Nacho. This is a good question. Has anyone fallen out of the memory of the MMA fan base quicker than Little Ankalaev? The biggest aura loss of all time. I mean, he was the top of the world champ. And then people just forgot about him. Oh, not even Matt Serra was forgotten about that quickly after GSP disposed of him. I would still say Tyron Woodley. Although MMA fans still remember Tyron Woodley, so it wouldn't even be Tyron Woodley. Who has come and gone like a flash in the pan? Yeah, that might be it. Woodley fights tomorrow and nobody mentions that. Yeah, I know, but we still talk about Woodley. Woodley still gets mentioned. No one's going to mention Little Ank. No one's going to mention Little Ank. Yeah. Who's Little Ank? Magomed Ankalaev. Leon was never that good. Big call. Dougie, would you interview BJ Penn and ask the hard questions? I would. Like, when did you first notice your mum's ass had changed? You know? At least DDP didn't cry like JDM. Thank you, Justin Kennedy. Yes, at least DDP didn't cry like JDM. It's okay to be a casual, Dougie, but I'm not a casual. Like, this is all I do. Small Wank is the biggest loser ever. True. How are you, Eric? Who? Fans remember Woodley for getting KO'd. This is true. DDP definitely cried from being a human blanket. Yeah, but at home. Like, JDM literally cried in the cage, man. Royce Gracie. I was thinking of Royce Gracie, Capatheist. That one was going through my head. But I don't think the aura loss is as much. I think Little Ank has had the most aura loss. Tai Tuivasa. We still talk about Tai Tuivasa. Tai gets brought up. I was going to say Aljo, but he never had aura to begin with. Yeah, you got to have had aura. And Magomed Ankalaev had aura. Like, Bedtime MMA was calling him Big Ank. I was calling him Mogomed get mogged. Like, Magomed had the world eating out of his palm. He had me and Bedtime, the two behemoths of MMA YouTube. Certain people in chat were saying Ank could go up and beat Tom. People were saying, that's what I mean, Nacho. Like, it's, yeah, like Royce Gracie, people have forgotten about. But Ank was up here. And now he is. Sage Northcutt might be the only other one. To be fair, Justin Kennedy. It could be Sage Northcutt and Big Ank. That's it. It's crazy how much Taurus Finney reminds me of William Knight. That's just good old-fashioned racism, that is, Mitch. Does JDM represent all Australian men? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Big Ank was never big. He was a big deal, mate, especially around these parts. Small Wank was a solid 3 inches on a good day. True. I think Leon getting ducked by Bilal lost aura. I think Leon getting ducked by Bilal made him lose aura. Getting dunked, not ducked, dunked by Bilal made him lose aura. Yeah, his career fell apart with that dunking. How did Ank get aura from a mid 3-2 performance? Again, me and Bedtime were doing a lot of hyping up of Big Ank. Who said Ank could beat Tom? I don't remember. It might have been Toad with the pocket boxing. Oh, Junior. There you go. Junior's saying it right now. Big Ank still beats Tom. Aspinall, unfortunately, is a 2-round pump and dump. Well, at least he's got 10 minutes, Junior. All right, don't get too jealous. They should feed Little Ank to Allberg so we can see him get sparked out again. Now we can agree with each other, Nacho. Now we're talking. Anyone with fingers can beat Tom Aspinall. It's true. I love being racist and I don't trust anyone who isn't racist, says Ricky Lafleur. I certainly wouldn't say that. Australian government with their brand new hate speech laws. I wouldn't say that, Australian government. I would just read that off my screen. I wasn't saying that, Australian government, with your new hate speech laws. I was just reading what my chat is saying. Wasn't even being racist. They both put on disappointing performances in the Apex. I mean, that is true. They did both put on disappointing performances in the Apex, Mitch. True. Cody Garbrandt is worth a mention. Oh, I feel like we remembered Cody. Yeah, I feel like we remembered Cody, you know, because of that one. Oh, but Cody has lost aura. Yeah, that is true. Cody and Big Ank. Yeah, I'll give you Cody, Jim. I'll give you Cody. No, I always said Tom would beat him. Sure you did, Toad. Cody McKenzie. Cody McKenzie. Fucking what about Molly McCann? She reinvented women's MMA. How are you, Bruce? Of course, Doug's switching up the hours of the stream. Someone tell me I'm not late. You are late, Bruce. You're about 45 minutes late. And yeah, the stream changes times depending on my work schedule, brother. I'm sorry, but you know, we can leave them up. Eye poking is the way to beat Tom Aspinall. It's true. The best way to do it. It's going to be sad when Allberg puts out Yuri in the first round. He won't be able to put out Yuri. No one puts out Yuri in the first round except for the GOAT, Sharma. Racism is so cool, says Ricky. I'm just reading my chat, Australian government, with your new hate speech laws. Cody is still mentioned, especially with that sword tat. Yeah, we still remember Cody. At least he has some aura. I would mention, I would Australian government, you cunts. Just, I would Australian government. Thank you, Capatheist. I appreciate that. What's up, Fight Talk? How are you, man? Good to see you. Ban Khabib? Really? Not ban Khabib, Fight Talk. No, ban the entire gym, brother. Ban the entire gym, dude. Did you watch today's video, Fight Sports? Did you watch the video today? I sort of broke it all down in today's video. Systemic cheating out of one gym. How many people from that gym need to pop before we talk about banning the entire gym. Serious conversation. The guy who beat Connor, Joseph Duffy, was forgotten fast. This is true. I don't even remember him. We don't have Shotgun here to remind us. How about Thug Rose? We all still remember Thug Rose. She was beautiful. Who do you think will be the favorite in the Allberg-Yuri fight? I think it'll be Yuri Prohaska just because of the fans. Like, the fans will be betting hard on Yuri. Yeah, people always... Yeah, I think Ankalaev might have the biggest aura loss. Yeah. Yeah. Ban Team Khabib out of MMA? Yes, ban the entire team out of MMA. Yeah. What do you mean by ban the whole gym? I feel like you need to go and watch the video from today. I mean, ban the whole gym. I mean, ban the entire gym from today. I mean, ban the whole gym. I don't know how else to say that. Ban Team Eagle from competing in MMA. This is the video that we made today where we went through every single one of the people from the team that have popped for one reason or another. For one reason or another. They've all popped for steroids. And we asked the question. I asked the question. How many people from a gym need to pop for steroids before we can really ask the question, when do you ban an entire gym from MMA? How many people? How many people need to pop for steroid violations? How many? We can ban an entire country from the Olympics. Why can't we ban a gym? Why can't we put a 2-year suspension on a gym? Serious question. If we can ban an entire country from the Olympics, why can't we ban a gym? People always talk about Roses versus Paul. Anchor, banned Team Khabib out of MMA. What do you mean by ban the whole gym? How are you, Paul? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're doing well, brother. No PFL, no UFC, no one, no minor leagues. Yes, ban them from competing in MMA. Like the commissions ban them from competing in MMA for 2 or 3 years. Ban them. Sanction them. Ban them. They clearly have a doctor. Go and watch today's video, please. They clearly have a doctor that is prescribing them meldonium. They clearly have a doctor that is prescribing them meldonium on the team. And every single time they pop, they go, oh, well, you know, it was an accident. It was an accident. They have a heart disease. This cunt isn't even from the fucking gym. This cunt isn't even from Dagestan. He just went up and trained in Dagestan. And then all of a sudden he pops for his heart condition medication. For some reason, just going and training with Khabib gives you a fucking heart condition that you suddenly need meldonium from. What up, Turkey? We can't beat Islam, so we are going to ban him. I love how you call me a Karen when their entire team has popped for steroids for a decade. I love that you just go, what a Karen. Well, look at this fucking Karen. Look at him being a Karen. Fucking 7 people from the gym pop over a decade, and you're like, it's a Karen. Garbrandt will never lose his aura. He was banging Van Zandt. That has to count for something. That absolutely does. You know what? You can get 3 swords tattooed to your face with that. MMA Joey will begged the drug agency to give Dagestan fighters a light punishment. Oh, yeah, MMA Joey won't bring this up at all. No more Dagestani fighters in MMA. I feel like you are just mad for the Islam 4-0 in Australia. I'm not being mad about it. I go and watch today's video. 7 of their athletes have popped for steroids. All of Russia was banned. This is just a question. If you look at the UFC, only the specialist fighters are Hamzat Pereira and Fluky Van, which I believe will change very quickly. If you look at the UFC, the only specialist fighters are Hamzat Pereira and Fluky Van. I mean, Sean Strickland is a specialist boxer. JDM is a specialist boxer. Fluffy Hernandez is a specialist wrestler. Yeah, I don't agree with that, Cayman. Have you seen Icarus? It's a wild documentary. Yeah. I'm great. I'm trying to find out why Dougie wants to ban one guy that could threaten John Jones's record. I'm not trying to ban one guy. I'm trying to ban the whole gym. I wonder who were the fighters at AKA that popped. I mean, I did ask at the start of the video, has there ever been another gym that has had this many of their athletes pop, and that gym is still competing in MMA? Like, I would honestly like to know. I asked it very sincerely at the start of today's video, and I will ask it again. Does anyone know of another MMA gym, a prominent MMA gym, CKB, aka Alpha Male, the Black Zillions? Does anyone know of another gym that has had 7 athletes pop from that gym, and that gym is still operating today? Serious question. Because we are looking at a gym where 7 people that have trained there have had steroid violations. Champion. 3 champions come from this gym. Sorry, that one's not the champion. This one's the champion. He just won the featherweight title. 3 champions across 2 organizations have popped for steroids. In the video, you mentioned guys that are not Team Khabib. I know. It's like you don't listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Yes, this guy is not Team Khabib, but he did go there and train. And after he came back from training there is when he popped. He talked about how he went to go train with Team Khabib. This guy isn't with Team Khabib officially, but he does train on and off with Team Khabib. It's not like Google wasn't telling me about other Russian athletes that had popped, but I only brought up Russian athletes that had trained with Team Khabib or are consistently training with Team Khabib, which I did say in the video, Alex. I said it gave me a whole bunch of names, but the only names that I brought up, because it's Russia, I was like Russian athletes that popped, and it gave me like, there's 27 Russian athletes here. In this news article, there's 27. I literally just pointed out the ones that have trained either permanently on Team Khabib, like Usman Nurmagomedov, or have done training camps with Team Khabib, like Ramzak Tamironov. These guys have trained with Khabib. If someone actually had heart issues, they wouldn't even be fighting. Yeah. The secret to Pakistani is their heart issues. It is. It's the definition of Karen activity. I'm just calling a spade a spade. I don't know. I feel like Karen activity is like bitching about things that don't matter. You know what I mean? Karen activity is like bitching about small shit that isn't really important. That's Karen activity. I'm talking about a gym that's had a decade of cheating across 2 organizations and 3 belts. A little bit more important than Karen bitching about someone not putting their trolley away. The whole gym gets off for free if Islam beats John Jones as the GOAT. The whole gym gets off for free if Islam beats John Jones as the GOAT. I mean, they already are getting off for free. Maybe if they weren't on roids, they wouldn't be able to lay on people for 5 rounds. Good question, Capatheist. Strickland's a retard for his Aspinall take, talking like he isn't one of the worst champions in UFC history. What did Strickland say about Aspinall? What about the Diaz gym? Wasn't the Bros the only clean fighter of their gym? I think so, but that gym isn't still operating anymore, is it, Junior? Well, are they? Who's still at the Diaz gym? Who's still fighting out of the Diaz gym? And what did they pop for? They popped for marijuana, or were they popping for steroids? What's Shooterbox's record? I'd love to know Shooterbox's record. Like, I'd love to bring up other gyms. That's why I literally started off the video in 2 ways. I started off the video saying, I don't want this to be about the religion or the country. I want to talk specifically about the gym. And also, are there other gyms where this is a problem? Because it seems to me like this is the most predominant one. So if it's Diaz's gym and those guys are still fighting, if it's Team Shooterbox, like how many people from Shooterbox have popped? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. We know that 7 of these motherfuckers have popped from this gym. Referring to the title, no, do not ban them so we can see them get KO'd stiff once they have no more EPO. Yes. Jackson Wink, I guess, but that would just be, Jackson Wink would literally just be TJ Dillashaw, right? Dillashaw edits and yeah, but that's just one champion. I still don't understand why this guy's surgery scar. Yeah, where is this surgery scar from this horrible heart surgery that he had to have? They don't care, Dougie. They're under Team Khabib. Yep. Like James Krause gym got blacklisted by the UFC since 2023, but Team Khabib. This is what I'm saying. Like James Krause's gym got fucking dissolved. They're blacklisted, but this gym, nothing. Connor, not me, Nate. I'm major against steroids. You're on steroids. Islam doesn't train at that gym anyway. Oh, Islam doesn't train with Team Khabib. Okay. Ramazan Tamirov. Whatever his fucking name is, too. Karen activity would be calling fighters who make weight consistently weight bully. Yeah, that's what I'm like. This isn't Karen activity. What is your stack? Anavar, HGH training with Team Khabib. Yeah, when you train with Team Khabib, what's your stack, brother? Don't forget Bilal's physical transformation after training with Team Khabib. That was before he went and trained with Team Khabib. Dougie sent Dana White an email regarding steroids. He's a Karen. Yeah, okay. Brother. There he is. What's up, pound for pound? How are you, man? How are you, dude? What's good, man? Jones popped at Jackson. Wink. Okay, so that's 2 fighters from Jackson Wink. There you go. Yeah, you're completely right, except for Islam. He's never trained there. Islam has obviously trained at Team Eagle, Paul. Obviously, Islam is trained at Team Eagle. Lads, if you haven't seen Icarus, go watch it. It's such a good doco. The majority of the state-run Russian doco. And this is where I draw the question from, right? Like, Russia got banned because it was state-run. Athletes in America get banned because it's athlete per athlete. To me, it seems like we have a gym-run doping program where there is a doctor in Dagestan who is prescribing EPO to the athletes of Team Eagle. It seems to be a gym-run doping program. Very similar to the Icarus situation overall in Russia. It's my son's 1st birthday, so just popping in and wishing you a good day, you bloody legend. Good on you, Mr. C. Eat clean, train hard, and Anavar give up. That's it. For the longest time, I thought Umar Nurmagomedov also popped for steroids. No, I don't think Umar's ever. I think that was Usman over in PFL. It's obvious being inbred gives you superhuman powers. This one isn't inbred. This one's from Uzbekistan. He just went and trained there for a bit, and then all of a sudden he pops. It's not the inbreeding. No, don't worry. They just work hard. No drugs involved. It's just father's plan. Yeah. Happened at the Beijing Olympics too, except they got away with it. Yeah, this is... It's a thing that happens. That's why, we can't just fucking close our ears to it. It's a thing that happens. Ban the doctor. Maybe ban the doctor. Yeah, Alex, maybe ban the doctor. But, where's the accountability? Is the accountability just with the doctor, Alex? It's not with the athletes? Maybe ban the doctor. Makes me wonder if DC was on the juice having trained with these individuals. Well, DC also had weird testosterone levels. I wonder why they all like fighting in Saudi Arabia. Where the IV rules are different. Anyway, so that was today's video. Go and watch today's video. If you haven't seen today's video, go watch today's video. It takes you through all of these one by one. Even talks about Islam Makhachev's one, where Islam Makhachev had heart surgery. And he was on meldonium as well after the heart surgery. We're talking about all of it. So if you haven't seen today's video, go watch today's video. I'll take you through the slides. It goes for about 20 minutes. Enjoy it. I think it's probably I honestly think maybe it's the best or second best video I've ever made. I think so. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's just... Where is Islam Makhachev? Where is he? I'm just curious, chat. They say Islam Makhachev had heart surgery. He's got a fucking good doctor. I'll tell you what. He's got a good fucking doctor. let me do some Googling about Islam. Let me read some chats and then I'll do some Googling about Islam Makhachev's heart surgery. No, Dougie, it's really easy to make. You were fooled by AI. Happens to the best of us. Islam never trained there. Ban everyone else you've spoken about. You're telling me that Islam has never trained with Team Eagle. You're telling me Islam's never trained with Khabib. Okay, Paul. Thank you, mate. Thank you for trying to rage bait me, mate. Version of Khabib saying father's plan while shooting a hot... Father's plan. Father's plan. Father's plan. Take this, brother, for your heart. Father's plan, brother. Father's plan. It was a good video. Thank you. Thank you, username. I appreciate it, man. Man, what happened when the UFC did Thrill and Agony? Man, what happened when the UFC did Thrill and Agony? I vaguely remember Thrill and Agony. What was that? All of this makes me wonder how good North Koreans would be if they weren't so closed off from the world. Well, they're malnourished. That's the problem with them. There is a common thread between what they all... Is there a common thread between what they all pop for? Yeah, heart medication. Prescribed heart medication. When Islam popped, they tried to say it was for his heart. Heart issues don't just suddenly go away. I wonder if he's able to fight every year since the heart problem. I know. No. That's why I want to see. What is this heart surgery? Douglas thoroughly inspecting another man's chest. I was. His tit looks weird. Did they go under the tit? Maybe they went under the pec. Maybe. Bruh, this doctor must be the biggest genius on the earth. Dude, the doctor, Islam Makhachev's doctor must be... He must be the best surgeon in the world. Could have been keyhole surgery. Could have been keyhole surgery. The athlete who uses steroids should be banned for life. So you're going to ban all of these people in the photos, Alex? No scar on Islam's heart since the surgery. Sounds fishy. I believe you can do some heart surgery through the groin. Through the groin, yeah. I need Islam to beat Jerem Jones because Aspinall ain't it. Yeah, right, Paul. Now it makes sense. If Islam got banned for his meldonium, surgery scar could heal pretty good and nearly disappear. Yeah, maybe. Could. It could. This is the reason Eagle Ad C had one event, not enough steroids. It wasn't enough to go around, brother. Brother, Islam face give Makhachev a surgery without we pray through the surgery, brother. Thrill and Aglery when they're show... Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Khabib not scams his fans while also putting a needle in the fighter's ass. Yep. Jackson Wink had 5 athletes pop. Okay, including Frank Mir, Gastelum, and John Jones. There you go. Thank you, Carpathius. Thank you. So Jackson Wink had 5 athletes pop. There you go. I believe they have all fucked up hearts because the inbreeding will do that to you. Again, go and watch today's video. Ramazanbek Timirov. Not from the region. He's Uzbekistani, but he went and trained with the Dagestanis. He went to Team Eagle and did training camps there in 2022. And then guess what? After his training camp with Team Eagle, he comes back and he pops in 2025. You could say it's because they've all got inbreeding, but this guy isn't one of the cliff dwellers. He's not one of the inbreds. This guy is just, he's the outlier. If one of the athletes gets banned for life, then the others won't do it. Alex, I'm sorry to say that you're wrong, brother. The first one to pop was... Guys, I did a fucking deep dive on this. If you're... Alex, if you say... If one of them gets banned for life, then the others won't do it. Unfortunately not. Ruslan Nurmagomedov has a lifetime suspension from the UFC by the United States Doping Agency in 2019. They've already received lifetime suspensions in their gym, and they're still popping to this day. Movliv Kabilov just popped yesterday. Lifetime suspensions per athlete isn't going to scare the others away. The team does not care. I'm very, very serious when I say Team Eagle needs to be suspended from competition. I'm not kidding. It was when the UFC showed fighters after the pay-per-view showing the winner and the loser. Yeah, I think I remember Conor McGregor footage of this. You know, I agree with Jock. Everyone loves making fun of them for being inbred, but nobody wants them to be able to deal with the horrors they're being inflicted with. I understand. I get it. And again, I brought that up, but we have the outlier. Bad athletes who pop for 3 to 5 years, that gives them time to come back, but also makes them think twice about popping. I say lifetime. One bad inbred spoils the whole bunch. This is 7. I'm not doing it, but there has to be someone autistic enough to check shoot the box. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, someone needs to check him. Ranzat pop for a different drug, not meldonium. No, it's not. It's still the heart medication one. It is a different drug. It's not meldonium, but it's used to treat heart conditions. So what? They didn't use meldonium. They're still using this EPO fucking heart stuff. Yes, it's not meldonium, but that's like Umar Nurmagomedov. They didn't say exactly which one it was, but it was for some illness. And it was anabolic-esque. Or just to the side of anabolic. Like, it's all to do with the same thing, but they always obfuscate. It's never the exact thing. It's always around that. Don't get me wrong, they're all drug cheats, but they're still horribly deformed from inbreeding like a clan of cage fucking pugs. No, that is true. That is true. How come TJ gets a 2-year suspension, but Dagestani fighters get a 1-year suspension? Doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Islam used the heart medicine when he was not competing, just like Conor McGregor was using the steroids when he wasn't competing. I get it, but still, it all adds to the evidence of they're all taking this heart medication. Overeem trained at Janks and Winks, so that's 6. When are you making a video calling them to be banned? Well, I will. I'll bring it up. I mean, I just learnt about it right fucking now, Nacho. Would you like me to stop and make the video right now? I'm not denying that there's other gyms. There's a reason that I brought it up straight away. Like, if Jackson Wink has got a history of 6 of their fighters popping for steroids, people should know about that. That's fine. I didn't fucking ask to not know about it, but do you want me to just, all right, I'm going to stop the stream right now and make a Jackson Wink video. Like, I literally just learnt about it, Nacho, in real time. Only one fighter got a lifetime suspension, but the fighters like Usman, just a year suspension. Yeah, even this guy from the PFL yesterday only got a 1-year suspension. 1-year suspension from the PFL. 1-year suspension. Doesn't matter. Dana doesn't have the balls to do anything to the Dagestani crew. He caved when he said he'd ban them after the McGregor ball. Dana will continue to let these fuckers ruin the sport. Dana White literally said that he would never let Islam Makhachev into the UFC again after the McGregor ball. The surgery can be done through the groin. It's to put in a stent, which is basically an artificial valve. Once you get the surgery, you can go train and win a belt. The doctor tells you to quit. The surgery can be done through the groin. It's to put a stent, which is basically an artificial valve. Once you get the surgery, you can't go train and win a belt. The doctor tells you to quit the sport. Yeah, right? Doesn't seem like he's had that much of an invasive surgery. Just make the rules that you can't just lie down on top of your opponent. Stand them up if they're at the stalemate on the ground. It's a fight after all, not going on. That's already in the rules. They don't enforce it. I only just remembered the whole Chinese swim team popping at the Olympics recently. Yes! One of the Aussies got super fucking angry at them about that. Yeah. If USADA comes to your footstop, that means you're in the testing pool. If USADA comes to your footstep, that means you're in the testing pool, even if you don't compete. I don't know what you're saying. To be fair, Connor's broken leg is a good reason to to give an athlete some steroids. Yeah, and if he did, but it's the same thing, right? Like, he might have had steroids for a good reason, but he had steroids for a reason. Making another video right now. I know. Yes, stop the stream. I am going to stop the stream soon, but yes. Lost money betting on Warriors money line. They lost by 1 point. That's basketball. MMA Labs, O'Malley, Phillips, Caceres. Let me write down the other gyms. Where was the Jackson Wink? Who said that? Was that... Carpathius was the one that said Jackson Wink, right? Let me write them down. Jackson Wink. There it is from Carpathius. The Nacho said his MMA Labs. I'm a smart casual with a mullet, so about, well, as long as you got a mullet, you can get away with whatever you want. Although Caceres was for weed. Yeah, Caceres was for weed. Okay. Yeah, yes, I do remember that one. If Shootbox has 6 or more drug infringements, will you ban them? Also allow the Team Eagle back in? I'll ban the whole fucking gym, mate. I'll ban the whole gym. Remember when Yuri got tested so much in 2022? I do remember when he had the shoulder year off. Yes. The Chinese women's swim team has been wildly doping for decades. Their men can't win shit. I wonder what's up with that. Yep, smart casuals corner. Shut up, dickhead. Kyle Kyler Phillips. Kyler for Smart Casual's corner has a ring to it. No. Movlewiv ruined himself. 35 and banned for roids. His career is over. Send him up to the mountains. Yeah, there we go. Right, so that is Team Eagle. That is today's video. If you haven't caught up on today's video, let me know. I will do some digging on Jackson Wink and MMA Labs. We'll check that out. Maybe their gyms are just as bad. Let me go back and see. Now, this one, I'm going to claim this as a loss. These were my predictions for 2025. I'm going to claim this one as a loss. I got this one wrong. This is going in the loss column. I was wrong about that one. Loses to Chad Puria, loses to Mobzar. Oh! My Volt call. Man, dude, a lot of my 2025 predictions were 50-50, huh? Loses to Chad Puria. He did lose to Chad Puria. But then he comes back and wins. I've had so many 50-50 predictions this year. Actually, look at this, right? This was 50-50. Loses to JDM, never seen again. He is going to be never seen again by the end of 2025. What was the other one? Beats Shavkat, loses to JDM. That was another 50-50 one that I had. These predictions for the year actually aren't... Like, I've had a lot of ones that aren't correct at all. But this one being 50-50 is actually not a... These line of 50-50s is actually not a bad shout, mate. I think this comes to the front quicker than the rest because it seems to be systemic in Russian sport as a whole. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Like... But again... I do want to make it about the gym more than just about the nationality. But yeah, and also the fact that, like, these are champions that are popping. Yeah, it's Islam Makhachev that's popping. It's Usman Nurmagomedov that's popping. And then it's yesterday's champions. I don't know what his fucking name is. But the featherweight champion at PFL, he pops, yeah. What happened to Andre Lima? Don't remember, Junior. Send Dougie to Dagestan 2 to 3 years to get drugged up. Mate, I don't fucking need it, son. Shoot the box? How many at Shoot the Box? Give me some names, Paul. You just want me to research Shoot the Box? Give me some names. The only one who hasn't popped, surprisingly, is the Blob, and he's definitely on something. Shamil, the Blob, Gaziev. Now, Volk beats Mobzar easily. Now I'm picking Volk to win. Gorigo Pobellas, take me down this guy. Spent 2 to 3 years in Dagestan. You've had a great year of picks, to be honest. We have had a good one. Ain't breaking the top 10 without at least 60. Ain't breaking the top 10 without at least 60. Percent? Rather than my 50%. I get you. I'm with you, Capatheist. All my other picks that I made for 2025. All right. So these ones weren't bad. These were wrong, but honestly not bad. Wrong, but not bad. They go on the wrong, but not bad. I'll take them. They're not bad at all. All right, what did I say would happen to Sean Strickland? He was a pound-for-pound fighter at the start of 2025. How did I say Sean Strickland's 2025 was going to go? Lose to DDP, cries for 8 months, then fights Alex Pereira and loses a split decision. Oh! So close! Oh! I was so close on this one. Loses to DDP and then cries about it for 8 months. Oh! Dude, I did not bad on these predictions for the year. I did not do fucking bad on my predictions last year for the whole year. Huh? How did you get Alex Pereira out of the Apex? I don't know, I'm retarded. Then fights at the Apex and loses a split decision. Oh, right. So this could still happen. This is still ongoing. I don't know how I got Alex. I'm tired and retarded. You know what? Let's not say I'm retarded. Let's be honest. Let's not say I'm tired. Let's be honest. I'm just retarded. I'm just a fucking retard that can't even read my own writing. I got so close with this one. No fucking way I'm researching it when there's 4 guys in this chat that can recall it. I know. Photographically recall it. I know, we need Shotgun here. Shotgun would be able to tell us every single person that's popped from every single gym. The only thing Goatsiev is on is cholesterol. Yeah, true. You look tired as fuck. I am tired. It's been a hot week. I've been working all week. I am tired, but it's all good. Let's just go with I'm just retarded. Costa, Yuri, Ngannou, Arman never popped, but O'Malley, Silva, and Jones did pop. Now, what gym are they from, Junior? Please remind me. Ian Gary popped for being a cuck. True. You never said Mobzar beats Volk. You said that's a favorable matchup for Volk, seriously. Yes, but last year at the Christmas break, you got to remember Volk had been chinned twice. This was before Ilya was moving up, and we thought Volk was done. So these are the predictions I made at the Christmas break last year. So I could imagine Volk back then losing to Mobzar. But he's back now, mate, and I'm back on the Volk train. Can I claim this one as a win? Loses to DDP, then cries for 8 months. Can I claim this one as a win? I'm claiming this one as a win. I've had some 50-50 ones, and I've given some of the 50-50 ones as a loss. I'm claiming this one as a win. Chimaev isn't Dagestani, brother. I didn't put Chimaev in the Dagestani. I didn't put Chimaev in there. In the Dagestani. Stop trying to claim half wins as full wins. Yeah, but I mean, like, how close to half is the... You know what I mean? Like, these half ones I've put as losses. Loses to JDM and is never seen again. Never seen again. I'm putting that one as a loss. Beats Shavkat, loses to JDM. I'm putting that one as... I put that one as a win. Beats Sean and... That one's absolutely a loss. I don't know. But this one feels like generally it's a win. This is generally a win. The DRL is pretty high these days. Good shit. The DRL is actually getting higher. It was a physique comparison. Oh, right, Junior. Sorry, a physique comparison. Right. What are you talking about? Costa, Yuri, Ngannou, Arman never pop, but it does seem like it's a physique popping. Like the stream. What is this? I'm looking back at the predictions I made during the Christmas break last year. What will happen to every pound-for-pound fighter in 2025? And I'm seeing which ones I got right and which ones I got wrong. And I'm about 50-50, to be honest. I'm doing pretty good. You committed to putting 2 events in each prediction, so you must honor the results, not as a win. I think I'm going to change my own rules on the fly here and make some of them losses and some of them wins. And I'm absolutely claiming this one as a win. He lost to DDP and then he bitched about it for weeks. This one's going in my win column. Beats Charles, loses to Islam. That didn't happen. That's going in the loss column. I didn't get this one right at all. In fact, now I think he loses to Charles and Islam. That's a massive loss. That's doubled up. We don't need to double that one up. That one's doubled up. We don't need to double that one up. That one's doubled up. We don't need to double that one up. This one was a loss. Why are you not moving, Volk? Volk, why are you bloody not moving, mate? Volk? When did you get locked, mate? Volk? Volk? Move, mate? Yeah, we'll put that one over there. All right, what are my other ones? Thoughts on Mick Parkin popping for AIDS? It was about to happen. That was bound to happen. That was bound to happen eventually. All right. What did I say about Charles Oliveira? I said Charles Oliveira would fight Max Holloway, lose, then fight Paddy Pimlich or Moicano. This one was a complete loss. This one I wasn't right on at all. I did bad on this one. This one I fucked that one up. That one I was wrong about. That's okay. You're not going to get them all right. I'm all back. What are we doing? I'm going over my picks from last year for every single pound-for-pounder and pound-for-pound fighter and which ones I got right and which ones I got wrong. Sean loses to Umar. Rematch. This one I got wrong. Okay, so I got 3 mildly right. I got 3 kind of right. Loses to JDM. Kills John Jones's memory. Loses to DDP and then... All right, that's actually not a great bounce, to be honest. I got 3 kind of right. Not the slam dunk I was making it out to be. That's okay. That's going to happen on the big jobs. That's all right. Dougie's just retarded. Team Khabib is half-hearted. That's why they need the heart drugs. Terrible take. That was a terrible take. Charles Oliveira will win. Charles will beat Holloway. Next year, I think Islam fights once more and retires. Ilya pulls out, vacates, and skips out in 2026. Hamzat gets booked and wins in October. Pantoja reclaims the belt, and Volk beats Lopez again, but loses to Movzar. All right, Junior, write that down somewhere. Screenshot that. Maybe put that in a comment. Or you know what we can do for you, BBC Junior? You know what we can do? We can do this. We can go, what will happen to every pound-for-pound fighter in 2026? And then I'll take your little comment, and I can make it absolutely fucking tiny. And just save it till next year. Put it up there in the top corner. We can save that till next year. I just farted. That happens. Can you at least agree that calling them to be banned is a slight overreaction now that we've pointed out several other teams with the same numbers as Islam shouldn't count as it was overturned? No. 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 Because I haven't researched it. I haven't checked it. So no, I'm not going to backtrack on my entire video just because some people in the chat who are quite often wrong and retarded and have bad takes just said some shit without double checking it. I sat down and I double checked it properly, Nacho. And like I said, the AI was giving me names some names that didn't even exist. Some names of athletes that just from around Russia, like just Russian athletes that had nothing to do with Team Eagle. And the chat's been wrong about a lot of things before. So no, I will wait until I check it. And then I'll think about it. I'll think about it once I check. Overreaction, convenient excuse to get rid of wrestler fuckers, same. Well, there is always that too. We need extreme punishment to discourage cheating ever. There would be no reward for getting caught, so they won't risk permanent ban unless they fight in the B leagues forever. That's what, like, if there is another gym that is just as bad, I'll call it out. I'll check. You guys have given me some names. I've written them down. I've got them right here on my notes. And I'll check to see if these gyms are just as bad. I'll check. You know? It looks like Jackson Winkle is the one. Jackson Wink seems to be the one because we know with Caceres, that was just weed. So we'll check with Kyla Phillips and Miles and O'Malley. O'Malley's an interesting one. O'Malley definitely popped for something, and his excuse is the weakest excuse out of all of them. O'Malley's excuse was just sweat from another man. That's the shittest excuse out of all of them. Yeah, that one's horrible. So I'll check, Nacho. I'll check. I want to read about Khabib's heart surgery. Not Khabib's. Islam Makhachev's heart surgery. Islam Makhachev once needed surgery to correct a heart condition with his recovery, leading to him failing the USADA test. Champion had heart surgery back in 2024. A small surgery. Turned out the champion was suffering a condition that causes someone's heart to beat too quickly, too slowly, in a regular pattern. They burned a small area of the heart. A minimally invasive procedure. Okay. So that might be why there isn't scarring. Like, this could be why there legitimately isn't any scarring on Islam Makhachev. Right, so this is the thing. This is why it seems bullshit. What's up, Dubspeak? How are you, man? When did he have the surgery? Long enough to be picked by his son. So what, did he have the surgery in 2017, 2014? Or the doctors found out that he had the heart problem in 2014. So when did he have the surgery? And then he pops for the steroid in 2016. weird, right? When did he have the surgery? But all right, so that could explain why there isn't scarring on Islam Makhachev's chest, because it's a small in one. Where am I up to? I meant specialist champs. All the others are pretty well rounded. Oh, specialist champs. Well, now that Merab is gone, right? Merab was the specialist champ. Kayla Harrison, but that's always the one that we forget about. Joshua Van is a boxer. Joshua Van is a boxer. I don't remember if you mentioned Joshua Van, but Joshua Van's a boxer, right? Piotr Jan is very well rounded. Let's just call Piotr Jan an MMA fighter. He's very well rounded. Volk, very well rounded. Very, very well rounded. Ilya Topuria, boxer. I know he did jiu-jitsu outside of the UFC, but we haven't really seen a lot of it. Nor does he throw a lot of takedowns, shoot a lot of takedowns. He'd say boxer. Islam Makhachev, very well-rounded. Best pound-for-pound fighter. Best MMA fighter in the world. Maybe the best MMA fighter of all time. Hamzat. Arayasla brother. Alex Pereira, you mentioned, obviously. Tom Aspinall, striker, you'd have to say. Primarily striker. Very well-rounded. I really think Merab is really a specialist champ, to be honest. He mixes everything up. He doesn't just wrestle like 90% of the time. Bold statement. Bold statement, Cayman. Bold statement. Chat is hardly ever wrong. Think about how right it was when it came to Brian Stan's career marathon. Yeah. Fucking had to watch that one. Piotr Jan will rule bantamweight in 2026. God, I hope so. O'Malley popped for prep. Exactly, mate. I just get the feeling so many UFC fighters are on it anyway during USADA. And oh, yeah, a lot of them are. Yeah, a lot of them are. No, this is just a good conversation point, right? I'm doing good, Dubspeak. How are you, man? Gislam had an extra arterium put in for better cardio. This is why he can go for so long, brother. He's got the extra cardio. My brother suffered from the same heart condition because he was training way too hard during camp. Well, I hope your brother's okay, honestly. We will at least agree that Team Khabib only had 6 people pop as Islam's was overturned. No, because it could be used as an excuse. I've talked about this. It's not a medication that he absolutely needed to have. They gave it to him after his surgery. It looks like he was taking it for weeks after his surgery as a just-in-case. And it's a just-in-case medication that also happens to be the biggest EPO that is used in Russia. The doctor gave Islam Makhachev, who is an athlete, one of the most important and well-known and well-used, most distributed EPOs in Russia that he didn't need to take. I consider what Islam Makhachev did, honestly, I consider what Islam Makhachev did very similar to what Conor McGregor was doing. They said, yes, you could use steroids while you're out of competition, and you're going to keep the benefits of that steroid usage once you get back into competition. So no, I am not going to take Islam Makhachev off the list, Nacho. I see you've written a follow-up. It was officially overturned, and the head of the organization did an apology to Islam, saying it should never have happened. I understand. I said that very clearly in the video. Yes, I understand that. But it still seems like it's just a convenient excuse. To me, it reads as a convenient excuse to put Islam Makhachev on meldonium. That's how it seems to me, Nacho. Like, you've had the heart surgery. Meldonium is a heart medication, so we can get it across the line with that. And it's going to help you train and get better, like, after your surgery. It's going to help you get back into the gym and train and get healthy again. But it is a banned substance. And it's not just a banned substance like the one Ramazan Tamirov took. It's, like, the most widely used one in Russia. It's the one, which is why I put that article in the video. It's the one that was on Icarus. It's the one that the Russian Olympic team was using. His heart levels were so low he passed out while he was standing. Oh, that's horrible, Junior. Was never prescribed meldonium, though, just to ease up on training. Oh, fuck. Well, I hope he's okay, man. Dougie's just finding out about keyhole surgery. I know I knew about keyhole surgery. I just didn't know if he had keyhole surgery. That's why I was curious to read about it. Nacho, brother, only 45% of us are juice, brother. Not even passing grade. Yeah, barely 45% of us, brother. Dan Hardy got diagnosed with Wolff-Parkinson's White syndrome, but chose not to get his heart burnt. He retired because the commission couldn't clear him to fight. That's sad. That's real sad. I don't think Merab is really... We read that one. Sorry, man. Do you all want John Jones as your GOAT? Chat. Dougie, we need to embrace the future GOAT Islam? Dude, John Jones could still be the GOAT. John Jones has got the longevity as well. It's crazy, man. Brave statement, MMA. Exactly. Joshua is dusting up Paul tomorrow, by the way. Oh my god, yeah, we know. Yeah, Jan is clean. Jan might be clean. Jan might be on steroids. We don't know. Small shoulders. Fuck you! Girth maxing. John Jones beat the TRT exemption era. He did. He did beat up the entire one. I know Jones's records is legion. I know it's long. Yeah. Jan is on Russian EPO. He could be. A lot of the Russians are. Like, have you guys seen Sergey Pavlovich at Russian fight nights? Back in the day. Back when he was fighting in Russia. Russian fights. It's hard to find images of it because the competition that he was fighting in is literally called Fight Nights. So you type in Sergey Pavlovich Russian Fight Nights and yeah, just a whole bunch, like, just fucking UFC images pop up. Sergey Pavlovich Russian Fight Night. Even though the organization is literally called Fight Nights. He was I want to find the other images. Like, this organization that he was in, Fight Nights in Russia, he was fucking jacked. Shredded. And then he becomes, you know, mildly jacked now. Yeah, it's all UFC images. See behind him in this photo here? Fight Night. It's called Fight Night Russia. This is pretty good, actually. This is pretty good. Yeah. When you see him moving around, he's fucking jacked, mate. And now he's sort of... This is UFC Sergey Pavlovich. This is a good comparison, actually, yeah. So this is UFC Sergey Pavlovich. And this is Russian Fight Night Sergey Pavlovich. Different, brother. UFC Sergey Pavlovich. Russian Fight Night Sergey Pavlovich. Different, brother. There is difference here, brother. It's more prominent when you watch when you go back and watch him fight. John Jones doesn't get enough credit for being the youngest champ ever. It's true. Yeah, you got to add that to his GOAT achievements as well. That one gets looked over. I asked AI how hypothetical 6-foot Volk-style build-a-fighter would do against MMA heavyweights, and it said he would be trouble for all of them, but AI would lean only horse meat over him. Horse meat over him. I mean, AI is wise then. Dougie, you are not the Hulk. It's true. It's true. I'm about a Justin Gaethje-sized bloke. Traps look like a midget is attempting to escape. I do a lot of deadlifting. Sergey Pavlovich is probably the only one who isn't on something. His performances are so disappointing. Yeah, I'm saying he was on something, but he's come off them, right? Keyboard warrior, you're the keyboard warrior, mate. Just like checking takedown defense last night, John Jones pops up like the annoying piece of shit goat that he is. That's the thing. And then you look at John Jones' fucking takedown defense. It's like 95% or something. Like, John Jones is the GOAT. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But John Jones is the fucking GOAT. It just is what it is, boys. It is what it is, man. Aspinall broke my heart and dashed my dreams. You and me both, Paul. You and me both. Let's see what, Super Gamer. Besides the ones who popped, who specifically do you think is on PEDs that hasn't popped in the UFC? Marab and Izzy. I mean, Izzy and, well, Manel Cap's popped. Manel Cap Sumadoji fight. Manel Cap steroids. He did pop in the Sumadoji fight. Manel Cap tested positive for trace amounts of steroid. Yep. He wasn't suspended due to low concentration, even though Manel Cap has literally got tits. But I think Israel Adesanya is the one. Again, he grew a boob, and then they gave him a jacket for 50 past tests. Fucking craziness, mate. Crazy. Fighters who change the most after a loss tier list could be a good video. Pavlovich after Tom, for example. Yes! Yeah, the fall-offs or just how their fight style changed. Yeah, absolutely, dude. That would be a good one. Yeah, that's not a bad one, actually. That's a good one to sit down and play. That's a good... I like the tier list when I'm, like, in traffic on the way home. Just thinking about him. I personally think Bruno Silva, Marab, and John Pork, 2 times Muay Thai champ. Bruno Silva is definitely on something with his fucking back knee. It's insane, man. I wonder if the MMA gods bring back Jones to amuse themselves at our expense yet again. It's possible. That's a great idea for a tier list. And Leon Edwards. Yep. John Jones got taken down by Chimaev. He did. I know, but we were going through our fighters' stats randomly yesterday on the stream, trying to find fighters that had a better takedown defense than Max Holloway. There are a lot, but not many. And we came across John Jones's takedown defense, and it's like 95% or something, 93%. It's fucking annoyingly high. Especially like John Jones. I think we really only had, chat, remind me if I'm wrong here, but it was only John Jones and Jose Aldo that were in the 90%. Most fighters were in the 70%. A lot of fighters were in the 80%, but it was really John Jones and Jose Aldo in the 90%. Which is insane when you think about the amount of cage time that they've had and who they've fought against. Like, John Jones has been in there with DC twice, and his takedown defense is 90%. And DC is an Olympic caliber wrestler, which I guess doesn't count for fucking anything anymore. People forget, man. Big Bruce Wayne, mate. My neighbors are getting high as fuck. Good for them. What are we talking about? What's happening? People forget, man. Big Bruce Wayne made Dougie realize John Jones is the GOAT. It kills me inside. Manel Cap literally has 2 giant mounds of evidence on his chest right now. I know! How much more fucking evidence do you need from Manel Cap? What's up, Roy Sal? How are you, mate? The Wankers Corner. What's good, bro? Manel Cap's a bum. I'd sleep the fuck out of that gremlin. All right, brother. Dougie's Long Log's brother is Justin Gaethje. I do have the Justin Gaethje body. I'd smudge Kaya Sakura to a decision. Stop it. Who doesn't Chimaev take down? He destroyed Usman's 100% takedown defense down to 70 or 80% in a single fight. Jeff Neal is at nearly 90. Yeah, Jeff Neal's insane. Jeff Neal's got insane takedown defense. Who can't Chimaev take down? Nobody. Chimaev can take down anyone. Anyone. Is Jones's win streak 19 after the disqualification? Yes, something like that. John Jones did it against DC too, against DC as well. Yeah. Damn, man. So Armin's sitting out for another year. Looks like it, Mitch. Looks like it. Yes, Roy Sal, Wanker's Corner. You said it twice. It was very, very funny. Very funny. Dougie can smell the poo from India all the way from Aussie land. It's true. I was always sus on Kamaru Usman. Also Marab, of course. So many other. Yeah, I mean, Guru did a great documentary, whatever, video on Kamaru Usman back in the day. It's an old Guru video, really old Guru video. But yeah, I mean, Kamaru Usman's dad, the failed pharmacist, and now his brother has popped for steroids as well. Yeah. Olympic caliber wrestling was more dominant back then. It's only the recent era that MMA grappling has nullified it. Yeah, that just adds to how great John Jones is. Yeah. Who cares if Chimaev took down John Jones? In a real fight, John Jones would have actually tried, even if he could elbow the head off him. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's different, but it's just, I mean, Chimaev, you got to admit, Chimaev's takedowns are insane. Yarn will KO that goblin next time. I like it, mate. I like it. Goodbye, chat. There'll be a meme video tomorrow. Try and go live tomorrow. I've got work to do. Finishing up the year. If I have time, I'll go live. Yep. That's right. It's that time, chat. It's time to hit the old dusty trail, chat. I'm gonna ride out on that outro beat, chat. It is what it is, chat. It's Friday night, chat. Time to hit the old dusty road. I don't know where you're gonna go, chat, but you can't stay here, chat. Dougie plays the song for his twinks. Time to go back down to the beach, chat. Who cares if you have a great stream? It was a good stream. I think we had a good stream. I've got run up the clock, not running up the clock today. Yeah. For once, this was a W stream. What do you mean? I always have W streams. Eat a dick. I do good streams. We do good MMA streams. By the way, we do really good MMA streams. We don't talk about other YouTubers that often. We'll shit on MMA Joey a little bit. And we don't really talk about the channel that much. We don't talk about, oh, this video, that video, this, that. We just talk about MMA. We don't get that too deep into politics. Sometimes we veer off, but we stay on MMA. Not a short stream. Hour and a half. What are you talking about? It's an hour and a half. Solid. Hour and a half. Last drinks. Oh, we're out of here, chat. Do we do a beach stream? Members only beach stream. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Maybe we'll do a members only beach stream. Hang on a second. Oh, it's raining. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining. I was only here for 30 minutes. That's your problem, mate. Do we go into... Oh, you know what we could do? Do you know what we could do? Do we sit on the paddleboard in the water and have a beer? Members only sitting on the paddleboard in the water stream. Maybe we do that. Sitting on the water. Shall we go for a paddle, chat? Let's go for a paddle. We'll go for a paddle, chat. Do the member stream anyway. I'm going to go do a member stream. We'll do a member stream. We'll do a rain stream. Yeah, all right. We'll go and have a paddle. We'll go and have a... Everyone in the Discord, when you guys see that guys, I need you to do me a favor. When I go live on the member stream, I need you guys to tell the Discord, because I can't tell the Discord when I'm on the member stream on my mobile. I can't leave the screen. So I'll take a piss and then we'll go for a paddle. All right, we'll have a beer and we'll go for a paddle. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Main video is going to drop tomorrow. We're going to do a member stream. Then I'll see you guys in like 10 minutes. But otherwise, I might see you guys tomorrow. There will be a meme video tomorrow, definitely. I will try and do a live tomorrow. That's that. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Members, I'll see you in about 10 minutes. That's it. Have a good one. See you guys. Appreciate all of you. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. We're going to go meditate with a 6-paid in the rain.